All right, so previous two lessons, Bitwig Intermediate Studio course, Bitwig Studio Intermediate course. Previous two lessons, we're working on creating our synth pad here, our poly synth. And what we've got so far is this guy. And before we move on and I create multiple layers and jump into all that nonsense, that's probably the next 2 or 3 lessons in this course. Let's just real quick talk about how we save this. Now we've got a couple ways we can save it. We can save it directly, as a polysynth preset, or we can of course save it as a Bitwig Studio folder or file, a project file. So if we do it as, a save here, then anytime we want to reuse this, we're going to have to open up the whole project. That's not necessarily the most efficient in a workflow setting, especially if it's a synth patch or a device patch that you really know you're probably going to frequently use. So to save it within the polysynth as a preset for the synth, go down to the arrows here, and you're going to get the display showing hide presets, macros, and all that good stuff. So we'll open it up. We're not really going to focus on the macros. We're going to, well, we are, but that's going to be in a couple videos down the road. Right now, we're just going to look at how we save this. So what we're looking at here is default, any, and init. So we need to give it a name. Let's click on the arrow with the folder. And let's say, what do we got here? We've got, let me see, I'm just going to put tutorial pet for this for me, since that's how I'm working today. And of course, I'm the creator. And it's got additional metadata opportunities here for ease, further ease in as far as discovering it or recalling it in later projects. So we've got tutorial pad as a name, and let's tag it with what we know we've accomplished so far. We've put a little modulation on it. It is a little bit bright. It's polyphonic, and it is detuned, and we've got a little bit of noise going on there as well. So, I mean, we could get as in-depth as we wanted to here, but I think for now, these 5 options will do just fine. So we'll click OK. Actually, I forgot. We're going to pick a category, and we want to go pad. So now we've got the title, creator, pad category, and then our additional tags. And we're going to click OK. And there it is, tutorial pad. And if we click here, under pad, we should be able to find it as well. Tutorial pad right here on the bottom. And then of course I can search my artist name or creator name, I guess, to find additional pads or presets that maybe I've created at any other time. So that's how you'd want to save it as a preset within the studio. And let's move on to the next lesson, where we'll talk about layering and combining multiple synths and sounds to again get that big, rich, kind of huge dynamic sound out of Bitwig Studios.